Hands relaxed by your sides. And we'll start with syncing the chi, just getting all the energy centered and grounded. You know how we do this. The hands will float into the heart and then just drift all the way down. That's right. And remember to let the breath do the work for you. Breathe in, and then the hands float in, and breathe out all the way. Now at the bottom here, the hands will make two loose fists and then draw into the belly, just underneath the belly button. The thumb knuckles kind of press in a little bit, and you circle around the lower belly, just kind of drawing a circle on your body. Each time I make a circle, I'm shifting my weight, so I match the direction of my circle to the direction of my weight shift. I get all the way around, and then I'm going to change direction and circle back around. Over the top, down, and around, and then change direction again. Now the body actually opens up as I circle around, and then kind of slightly bends forward as I come to the front part and circle. Changing directions each time. Open and around. And the thumbs are pressing in slightly as we rub all the way around. Inhale, exhale, let it go. And circle around. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, let's do that one more time. Circle all the way around. Breathe in, breathe out. And then from here, just let your fists go and the hands float out in front and ease all the way down. And let's finish that off one more time with syncing the chi. The hands float up, drift into the heart, and ease all the way down. Nice and easy, but a really nice one. Notice how we rub the belly, kind of like a bear who stuffed himself full of honey and berries. And guess what this movement's good for? That's right, digestion. Well, by now you've probably discovered that Tai Chi Chuan is teaching what the practical application of this movement is like. I'm going to have a student of mine join us. John Paul is going to help me teach the movements, and I'm going to invite you to come up and learn the movements as well. John Paul, thanks for helping. Well, the first thing we're going to do is take a look at how the move appears in your Tai Chi form. So we're just going to start with the feet about shoulder width apart and open the door. The hands will float up and then just sink all the way down. Go ahead and step in and embrace the moon. Stepping out, parting the horse's mane. Very nice. Let's take a look at that one more time, just like that, just to see how lovely the movement looks in its entirety. Opening the door, hands float up and float on down. Step in and hold the ball. Step out and part the horse's mane. Excellent. All right, now I'm going to take a look at the practical application of this movement, and I'm going to break down the application one piece at a time. So what we're going to do to start with is stand with the feet together. And we're going to come to a ready position, which means that the hands will make two fists, and those two fists will draw tightly in and back right at the waist. Okay? So I would just say ready, and we'll come right into the ready position. Perfect. Now from here, what I'm going to do is have you take this fist and punch right towards the wall as you're stepping out into a lunge. All right? And I would count this as 1 with a punch. Perfect. All right? One more time. So you take this fist, this foot out, and that's 1. Beautiful. All right, now stay right here. From this position, I'm actually going to turn all the way around facing away, stepping up and have the right hand on top of a big round ball. All right, so turn around, step up, right hand on top of the big round ball, and I would count this as 2. Okay? From here, I'm going to take this foot out and this hand out to chop. Step out and chop. 3. Very nice. All right, let's bring it on back to the starting point. All right, and I'll count them slowly out one by one. So we first come into ready. Now I'm going to step out and punch 1. Turn around and hold the ball 2. Step out and chop 3. Nice. All right, one more time. This time with a little bit more momentum. Right? Starting with feet together, come to ready. Step out 1. Turn around 2. And step 3 and chop. Beautiful. All right. Now, what I want you to do is I'm going to have you just stand right here, and I'm going to stand here and look away. We're both going to come to the ready position. Ready. Now you're going to step towards me and punch 1. Your job is done. I'm going to turn around and hold the ball 2 and step behind and chop 3. It really works. Let's try that again. Nice and easy. Ready. Step forward and punch 1, 2, step and chop 3. Beautiful. By the way, if you're trying this at home, make sure you take it nice and slow and that your partner knows what you're about to do. Don't pull any fast ones on them. Now let's try that one more time, this time with a little bit more momentum. All right, ready. 1, 2, 3. And that is the practical application of that lovely movement, parting the wild horse's mane. Thank you very much. Again, let me just put that safety caution in there one more time. If you're going to do this at home with a partner, make sure that both of you have watched the video. Sometimes we just simplify that and call it brush, knee, and push because you'll see a push as part of the movement. It's another 3-stepper, and the footwork is pretty similar to what you've already learned for parting the horse's mane. So that's good news. You don't have to learn a whole new series of steps. Watch me one time, and then we'll come back and we'll split it apart, looking at the foot's work and then the hands together. All right? From the last position of crane spreads wings. Three steps. Tell you what, let's take a look at it one more time. Just give you a little bit of a different angle on the same movement. Here we are, crane spreads wings, and here we go. Brush knee and twist step. Great. Did you see the 3 steps we did there? You see how close they were to what we've already learned in parting the horse's mane? Good job. All right, well then let's just take a look at the footwork all by itself, and then we'll pick up the hands later. So we're starting out in the final position of crane spreads wings, which is what we call an empty step. I have all my weight right here on the right foot. The left foot's just tapping the ground out here. No weight on it, makes it empty. Remember, both knees are bent here, slightly soft. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this front empty foot back in to make a T-step, right? And then open out my left hip and step forward, finding the railroad track and shifting the weight forward into a bow step. Again, last little bit of movement should be to adjust that back foot into 45 degrees. Just like before, now I shift back, lifting up the front toes and pivoting on the heels, take a turn to the left. I shift my weight forward, step up into a T-step again, then open that right hip so that I can step out along the railroad tracks, land heel first, shift forward into a bow step. Don't forget to adjust the back foot. One more time. Sit back, lifting up the front toes, pivoting on the heel, everything turns to the right. Shift forward and step into a T-step. And then last step, same as the first, open out that hip, step out along the diagonal, shift forward, bow step, and adjust the back foot. Just that easy, something you've already learned. Let's try it again, just for good luck here. I finish the last part of crane spreads wings in my empty step. Now this time, I want to add in some movement of the torso. As I step in with the front foot to make a T-step, I turn my body towards the right slightly. Then I unwind, stepping out with the left foot and shifting forward onto the left foot into a bow step. Sit back. Pivoting to the left, I step up T-step, and here's some body turn towards the left. Open up the right hip, step out along the diagonal, heel first, shift forward into a bow step. Don't forget to adjust the back foot. One more time, sit on back, pivoting on the front heel, turn to the right, step up into a T-step. There's the body turn to the right. Now I open up that hip, step out, and finish by shifting into a bow step and adjust the back foot. The 3 steps of brush, knee, and push. Nice. Okay, let's file that away. We'll come back to it in a moment when we put it all together. But now let's just take a look at the hands. So I finished the last position of crane spread's wings with my wing open on my right side and the lower wing pressing down on the left side. Right? Now from here, I'm going to start out by arcing this top hand over, down, and out to the side. Just making a big circle, big swoop, right? Over, down, and out to the side. Just tossing away. One more time. From the crane spread's wings, the right hand arcs over, down, and out to the side. Beautiful. Meanwhile, the left hand comes from the down position over the top and across the body. So in the final position here, I have both hands extended out from the right shoulder, kind of pointing out to the side. Here's the timing. I begin my right hand arc over, down, and as it tosses out to the side, here comes the left hand over the top, pointing in the same direction. One more time. That's a bit of a tricky coordination. Take a nice breath, let it out, and follow me. The right hand comes over, down. Here comes the left hand, up and across, and they both meet together to point to the outside. Now the job is not done. I take my left hand and push down while my right hand folds on in. At this point, I'll have taken a step, and the last little bit of work is to take this top hand and push, 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 pressing forward. It's a palm strike in the self-defense, right? So one more time, let's take it from the end of crane spread's wings. The right hand comes across, over, down. Left hand floats up, across. They both meet, pointing to the right side. Left hand pushes down while the right hand folds on in. Push, 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 and finish. Very nice. Okay, here we're going to put the two together, both the hands and the feet. We'll begin from the final position of crane spread's wings. I start by taking the right hand and crossing over, down. Here comes the left hand over to the side and step in T-step right here. The left hand pushes down, the right hand folds in, and the left foot steps out along that diagonal. And here we go all together, shifting forward and push, 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 push. Don't forget to adjust that back foot. All right, now sit back. The hands are just floating. They're not doing anything yet. Turn to the left. And as I step up into my T-step, everything reaches over to the left side. Now, the right hand pushes down, the left hand folds in, this right hip opens so I can step out along the diagonal and shift forward, push, 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 push. Don't forget to adjust that back foot. One more time. Sit back, pivoting on the heel, turn right. I shift forward, and as I step up, everything reaches out to the right side here. The left hand pushes down, the right hand folds in. I take a step and push, push as I shift into my bow step. Don't forget, adjust the back foot. Brush, knee, and push. Beautiful. Now, I did say that the movement is sometimes called brush, knee, and twist step, which refers to the notion that this hip should twist all the way around. It gets pretty square forward in the final position of my push here. So part of this shifting forward is also the torso, finishing up by squaring off at the hips. Okay? Can we add that in? Let's try it one more time. From the last position of crane spread's wings, I turn my torso to the left a little bit so that the right hand can come across, then down. Here comes the left hand over the top, step in, T-step, and reach. The left hand pushes down, right hand folding in, step out, shifting forward, push, 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 square off those hips, and adjust the back foot. Now sit back. There's a left turn here, and the hands reach out to the left. Now the right hand pushes down while the left hand folds on in, step out, and shifting forward, I square off the hips, adjusting the back foot. Last time, sit back, pivoting on the heels, turn to the right, step up, T-step, here the hands reaching out, Left hand pushing down, step out, and push, 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 adjusting the back foot, square off the hips, brush knee, and twist step. Beautiful. All right, now I've broken it down, put the pieces together. It's still a little bit choppy, so the last thing we need to do is smooth it out and see how it all flows together. Let's start from the end of crane spreads wings. Take a nice deep breath, let it out, and turn to the left so the right hands can circle around. Here comes the left hand, both hands reaching out, tap, keep going, press down, and push all the way out. Beautiful. Sit back, lifting up the front toes, turn to the left, step up, T-step, both hands reaching to the left, but keep going, push down, step out with the right foot and push, square off those hips, sit back. One more time, a right turn, everything floats out, step up, keep going, push down and fold in, step out with the left and square off those hips. Brush knee and push or brush knee and twist step. Very nicely done. Now the footwork is just a tiny bit different than the footwork for parting the horse's mane, but for now, just treat it as if it's the same exact kind of stepping. Practice this a little bit, have some fun, put the pieces together, and I'll see you in the next lesson.